Excuse me, sir, but you know you're not supposed to use the disabled toilets. They're for the elderly and the infirm. Yes, I'm actually fully aware of that, my good woman, but I don't know whether you've noticed, but I was in a sort of a mad panic rush to get to them. Did you not notice? Oh, have you been caught short, like? Not really, no. What I've found that if you do actually, bathe your genitals in boiling water from a cup of coffee, then leave them to stew a while, then you've got to really get them into some cold water quickly. Hence why the first toilet I came to was disabled. And I put my scrotum in the sink there and bathed them in cold water for 10 minutes to cool them down, you see, to stop them blistering. Oh, well, what did you put them in boiling water for? Well, I know they call it teabagging and stuff in the modern parlance, but I wasn't doing that in a sense. And I know it's a cure for drowsiness when you're driving, but it's not for that either. I'm being a little bit sarcastic. It's because somebody didn't put the top on the coffee properly, you see. And when I went to drink it poured straight down into the V of my, where the little V furry triangle is, you see, in my legs. And with it being a hard seat, I couldn't, it was virtually poaching my plums, as it were. Oh, it sounds painful. Oh, it was. And if I hadn't have got to this area, you see, to the disabled toilets, they'd have probably blistered into an enormous size. Oh, dear. Well, it's a good job you did, isn't it? Yes, I'm being a little bit sarcastic, but if you wouldn't mind next time putting the top on properly, onto the coffee properly, then it would save me a lot of pain and suffering, and also this embarrassment now of having a huge coffee stain back and front, which actually does look as though I've been caught short. You see what I'm saying, my good woman? I think so. I don't really know what you're talking about. I'm talking about you handing me a coffee with the top not pressed on properly, a takeaway coffee that you've just done not quarter of an hour ago, and I've spent 10 minutes plus probably longer, with my scrotum in the sink there, cooling it down, trying to stop it from sort of blistering, because I'm here just for an operation above my eye, you see. I didn't want to go to the burns unit as well. I've come here to try and cure this. Oh, what you got on your eye? Before we get there, do you understand what I'm saying to you? That if you must put the tops on the coffee properly, otherwise, people are going to be... If I'd have poured that straight down onto my chest, it would have blistered like crazy. I think I know what you mean. Oh dear, Marjorie, you live bang opposite me. This is why I was hoping to share our friendship, and anyway, we'll continue to chat. But you see what I'm saying about this laissez-faire attitude that people have got round here. You see, I mean, I know everybody's a bit sort of dead and dying and dementia ridden, but it seems that it seems to have infected the staff too. I mean, I've just been to see Dr. Jazz upstairs. Daz? Daz? Yes, she's called Daz. It's not Jazz. Oh, right, yeah, Dr. Jazz upstairs in dermatology. Jazz? Daz? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, is that what you're having done on your eye there? That's right, that's what I've come for. I've not come to go to burns unit and have skin grafts on my scrotum. I've come for this here. And it's bad enough here. She says I might have to have a flap of some sort. I thought it was a simple operation, you see, and it now turns out that they're going to they might have to graft it or something. It's quite major. And they're going to take some off my Sherry Blair down here. What's a Sherry Blair? It's a derriere. Sherry Blair derriere. Your bottom. Oh, so they're going to take a flap off that and put it on that. Yeah, about as big as a postage stamp. But what I've said to her is, I know this, I'm not being funny, but my Sherry Blair is covered in hair, as it were. I'm not trying to sound rhymey or anything, but it's covered in hair, you see. So if she takes a patch off that, I said to her, well, what if it starts growing? What starts growing? The patch? No, the hair. What if it keeps growing? I'll end up shaving this square patch twice a day, like as I'm doing my chin. Well, yeah, but that doesn't matter. I mean, some people shave their eyebrow. Well, I don't want to shave a patch of skin 4 times a day, and I don't want to end up with this Frida Kahlo look of a monobrow. I mean, the way she's talking, the size of it, I'll end up losing one eye and they'll pull the other one across into a cyclops with a huge monobrow across it. I don't want that. Oh, I don't know, but it sounds a bit complex. What's it called? What's wrong with your eye? Well, it's something known as a rodent ulcer. Sort of, they get it in rodents, on rats and things. Oh, have you been bitten by a rat? No, I haven't been bitten by a rat. It's just an unfortunate, misname. No, I haven't been bitten by a rat. It's called that. It's called a rodent's ulcer. Oh, it's not catching, is it? No, this is the thing, you see. That's what I said to you. It's a very unfortunate name because, as I've mentioned to you, and now you're backing away, as I've got, the bubonic plague. And, it's very unfortunate. Anyway, she's given me the Latin name of it, and it's basal cell. Yeah, that's better. That sounds a bit... Yes, it is. It sounds a bit Swiss, doesn't it? Yeah. It sounds like I've caught something on a Swiss holiday, but it's certainly better than going around sort of telling everyone I've got a buba of sorts from a Black Death plague. But I thought she was kidding because I was being a bit jovial when she said that once they do this, it might, with all the stitching and stuff, because I thought it was going to be a small job, and she said that it'd probably lift my left eyebrow up. When it shrinks back to size, I'm going to end up with one eyebrow, raised quite a bit above the other one. Oh. And I was being jovial, but, I said that, I said Roger Moore built his entire movie career on that. He all he ever used to do was quizzically lift his left eyebrow, which is probably what I'm going to do all the time. Well, I won't be just lifting it, it'll be permanently lifted. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, I don't see what you mean. Who's Roger Moore? You mean he's a movie star? He's 007, the Bond movie, Live and Let Die, and With Russia With Love and all that. Oh, have you not got a TV? It's on every month. Oh, who's Frida? Frida? What do you mean Frida? With the one eye and a... No, she's not got one eye. No, she's just got a monobrow. Oh. Frida Kahlo. Carlos. Artist, isn't it? She's an artist. Anyway, let's get back to the point of what I was saying. This cavalier approach to my pain and suffering is a bit disconcerting. I tried to throw jovial stuff in there, but literally, I don't really want to be walking around with a little cat flap of skin on my eye that's growing hair to look like some sort of advent calendar that you lift up and you find out, really, Advent, you think, I tell you what, you're quite funny at times, aren't you? And I'm not trying to be funny, I'm being serious. Oh, right. I don't want what she's talking about. That's why I'm down here. I said you'll have to do something better than that. I said I can't do with that sort of bodge job. And having, it's above my eye, for heaven's sake. I can't have something like a postage stamp stitched on there. As big as a postage stamp that's stitched. Or even, I don't know, they're going to do what the hell they're going to do? But I certainly can't have a square thing growing. Can I? cat flap type, little mini cat flap. No, I suppose not. This is the problem. Even you don't seem particularly bothered about that. It's to you guys, you're so immune to this cutting and carving. It's a meat carvery to you guys, isn't it? So it's not a rat biter out there. No, listen. And Dr. Daz is going to do it. Well, hopefully she can do it. She's done all the necessary things. I'm sat waiting for this basal cell carcinoma to be done. And well, it sounds a bit painful. Well, it's better than leaving it to grow and then lose an eye, I suppose. So it's not a rodent, but I wonder where that... Well, it's not particularly a rodent where it comes from, this thing. It's a marsupial called a Tasmanian devil where these rodent ulcers come from. It looks like a rodent, but it's actually a marsupial. Tasmania. Where's Tasmania? It's just off Australia, a fairly big island down there. Anyway, it's a rat marsupial type of thing, and that's where they get this... So it's a rat hole. No, it's not a rat hole, no. No, it's not a rat hole. Right. And anyway, I'm not going to call it that. It's a basal cell disfigurement. It sounds, when you say, rats and stuff, it sounds like I've been doing something sexual with a stoat, or wearing some sort of weasel down my trousers or something, and caught something sinister. It has sinister overtones. The other one's far better. So don't spread it around the street that I've actually, got a rat, a rodent ulcer. No, I better not. No, you're better with that Swiss thing. It gives a connotation sort of safe, like they're banking and money and cheese and watches and stuff. Yes, but not cuckoo clocks, no. What? Well, you don't want to say anything with, they make cuckoo clocks as well. No, I don't want to add cuckoo clocks into it, no. Or watches, really, or cheese, no. It's not a... No, but I'm just saying it's they sort of do safe things, don't they, Swiss? That's why you're better saying Basel. Yes. And not, then you don't get that, because if you say cuckoo, you get sort of Jack Nicholson in a One That Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, don't you? Yes, I suppose you do. Yes. I think. Anyway, so yeah. Or it might sound like you've caught syphilis from Switzerland. Well, no, hopefully not. Oh, listen, thank you. Listen, I'm just thinking, you don't half smell of coffee, Well, I know that because I've got it on. I've just tried to wash it out of my trousers, but it's so strong, you see, and it's still got all this brown stain, which looks as though I have actually done something dreadful. It does, yeah. You're better staying sat down. When you stand up, it's all round your bottom at the back. I know that because it poured onto the seat, the plastic seat, and wouldn't drain away. You see, that's why it sort of poached the old plums. Now, listen, I'm having trouble with... Every time I give my name, don't they do names anymore? Well, yeah, in name and date of birth. Well, the guy on the reception couldn't find it. I've just asked him there. Oh, he's not for that. What do you mean he's not for that? He's just gone through a great pretense and given me a number, 733262. Oh, no, that's for parking. Parking? Yeah, he's for parking. Oh, my God. Well, I've just spent God knows how much time there, and I've also been messing about with that machine opposite and prattling about. I put some details in that. He's told me to put all my details in there. And I still can't find really what things are about. No, you won't. It's just, that's only to update your details. I thought so it doesn't give information about forthcoming this and that or where you should be going. No, it just takes all your details. That's what it's done. It's taken that much information, a pint of blood measurements. It's taken everything from me. Christian, colour. Oh, I mean, it's just insane the amount of information I've just put in there. So that's not for anything other than, well, it's a sort of charity donation machine, that. Once you've given all your details, it'll send you each month a £2 or whatever you've put in to pay. Oh dear God. So it's actually just a machine for taking money off you then? Oh, Jesus. So what about where is the reception in this place? It's there, but there's nobody in. You'll have to just sit and wait until she gets back. Oh, marvellous. Do you know, I'm not being funny, Marjorie, but even with all this, you know, it's doubtless... Even nobody would notice, you know, if you were dying in the corner. There's a guy screaming for assistance in the toilet there that... Well, didn't you help him? Well, no, because you know, I think he's all right. I think he's just having trouble with a very, very hard stool or something. He's making that much noise. Oh, you'd have been better at going in. No, I got my own. I've just told you I got my testicles under the tap, trying to cool them down. I've got enough with my pain and suffering without going and getting involved in someone else's. You know, I can see what you mean, yeah. Oh dear, this is not going well, you know. No, you'd be better, you know, with some spare pants if you could. What do you mean? I don't need to bring any spare pants. Marjorie, if you just put the coffee cup lid on properly, then everything's going to be fine. Right. Yes, I see what you mean. Oh, Marjorie, I'll see you back on the street. I know you work here, but I think people obviously, you become the company you keep, don't you? Don't you think? I do. All right. I'll see you back on the street, Marjorie. Bye, love.